Hey guys, it's Goose. So, 3 houses, pretty hype right now. I'm hyped, especially me. I'm gonna be doing a let's play of it. We know that the game is about 80 hours long, should have a lot of story. One of the biggest choices to impact the story, obviously, is going to be which of the 3 houses you pick during the academy phase. So you might be wondering if I've decided on a house, which one and why, but to be completely honest, I have not decided, so I'm going to let you know what I think about each house and which ones I'm torn between. So, to start off, we have the Black Eagles, which represents the Adrestian Empire. Led by Adel Guard, this house features the students Hubert, Dorothea, Ferdinand, Bernadetta, Casper, Petra, and Linhart. When choosing a house, I think that the things that are most important to consider are the leader, students, and the nation that the house represents. So I'll start with Adel Guard then. I think she is a killer design, and it's about time Intelligent Systems gave us another Axe Lord. Adel Guard is an imperial princess who is next in line to become empress, and thus takes her duties very seriously. She likes talented individuals and dislikes losing control. Adel Guard's ability to calmly assess situations makes her very admirable as a leader, and her conviction to fight against her own teacher when defending her ideals shows a strong resolve. While these qualities are imperative for a ruler, I find it hard to relate to someone who's dutiful to a fault, just personally. There's just, an element of mystery that I just find missing in Adel Guard from what we know about her at the time. I still really like Adel Guard, but she just doesn't spark enough curiosity in me to make me want to play her route first. As far as the other students go, Ferdinand is definitely my type of guy, and Linhart has some pretty relatable traits and meme potential, but overall Dorothea is definitely my favorite student among this bunch. She's the only one I'd really want to go to this house for specifically, so I'd probably just recruit her to one of the other houses I'm a bit more interested in. She loves to sing, has a great sense of style, can be pretty savage, and looks a lot like me too. I might even cosplay her eventually. Something interesting to note about the Adrestian Empire is that it once controlled all of Fodlan prior to the founding of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus and the Leicester Alliance. Makes me wonder if there's some kind of conqueror spirit deep within Adel Guard or something, but I'm pretty much grasping at straws here. It's just a cool piece of lore. The Blue Lions are composed of students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. They're led by Dimitri, the second lord in the series who wields a lance as his primary weapon. To be honest, when Dimitri was first revealed, I had no interest in him at all, but once E3 rolled around and we saw the time skip trailer, that changed real frickin' quick. Clearly the guy has had some real shit happen to him, and by that time he's done with seeing the strong trampling over the weak, which I'm sure is a reference to the crest system in some way. I really love going down rabbit holes of interesting people, as a lot of you guys know already, and seeing Dimitri go from point A to point B really makes me want to know his story, although I'm not sure if his side is the one I'd want to be on in the war. As far as students go, Blue Lions is my favorites, hands down. They're composed of Dimitri, Didu, Felix, Mercedes, Ash, Annette, Sylvain, and Ingrid. I actually really like all these characters, maybe not Didu quite as much as of now, but they're the bunch I'd like teaching the most. My favorite among them is Ash. I absolutely love his aesthetic, and his story really interests me. Ash is an adopted child with a strong admiration for his adoptive father, who is planning to rebel against the Church of Saros, but Ash is not informed of this. He seems really awesome though, and his character arc is bound to be interesting with a story like that. I also really love Sylvain. He's handsome as hell, and I love womanizer characters like Sane from Blazing Sword. They're just so funny and charming sometimes. The fact that his brother was disowned for not bearing a crest really interests me too. I also love Ingrid, especially since she seems so inclined towards the Pegasus Knight path, which is one of my favorite classes. And then Mercedes is really cool, and she reminds me of Kokoro from Darling in the Franxx, which would have been my favorite anime had it not been for like the last 4 episodes. And you know what? I could go on about this group forever. I'd love for them to be the ones that get to spend the academy phase teaching about life and stuff, but moving on. As far as the setting, I find it cute how the Blue Lions name originated. There's this noble story about how the King of Lions came to be, and then the blue part comes from, well, he just liked blue or something, I guess. Simple as that. Also, the name Fargus got me from the get-go. I had to laugh because of Fargus, the coolest pirate dude ever, and I love him even more after playing Immortal Sword. As far as the government goes, I'm not really a fan of the Holy Kingdom idea, since I'm more about separation of church and state, especially when the church is probably evil, so yeah, blue lions. I like them. Ever since the second trailer, I was pretty dead set on choosing the Golden Deer, and it's still a strong contender for my first playthrough. Golden Deer students come from the Leicester Alliance, led by Claude. Claude is nothing like any other lord we've seen before. Not only is he the first dark-skinned lord and the first bow-wielding lord, but he's also got an incredibly fun personality. He's flirty, has a bit of crass sense of humor, but he's also almost always smiling, even as he fights. The power of the Reagans comes from more of a democratic trust for the family, rather than the lineage itself, so Claude seems to treat everyone as friends and equals while still providing the leadership they need. He isn't afraid to get serious when he needs to, but he never seems to show signs of panic either. He always seems to want to assure his comrades that they'll be safe with him. I just really like the guy, okay? As far as students go, my favorites have to be Marianne and Raphael. Marianne looks like she's fucking dead all the time and she loves animals. Dat me. Raphael, just look at him, man. There's too much man to be contained within that shirt. He just seems like a funny, jolly, protein-loving dude, but he also has some real baggage on his shoulders. I'm really interested in the guy. Hilda is a lot like Sarah, pretty much, who I like, so that's good, I guess. To be honest, this is really not my favorite batch of students at all outside of Claude. There isn't really a single character in the game I think I won't like based on what we know so far, but the Golden Deer students don't really stand out to me quite as much as some of the others do. As far as the nation goes, it's my favorite of the three. All the nobles work together to govern, and you know, politically, I'm all about small independent government. It makes me think that the crest system that not everyone seems to be quite so happy with might be of a little less importance in the Leicester Alliance. My favorite country in Fire Emblem has to be Lycia, and I have to say that the Leicester Alliance definitely gives off some major Lycian League vibes. This is the country I think sets the best example. It's who I'd want to fight for. So overall, I think I'm probably going to go Golden Deer in my first Let's Play, and I'll try to recruit at least Dorothea and Ash to my house. Making this video has made me even more set on Golden Deer being the right choice for me, but damn, I just really like the Blue Lions kids. It's going to be a hard decision, and I might still change my mind, but we'll see what happens soon, I guess. Which house are you choosing? Let me know in the comments. Well, my name's Goosaphone, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.
Faint lights pass through colored glass in this beloved place. Silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, come go to bounds, and I can feel them breaking free for just a small